After President George W. Bush had debated Democratic nominee John Kerry, a blurry photo of Mr. Bush taken from behind ignited claims he'd been wearing a wire during the debate. Mr. Bush's tailor said it was a pucker in his coat, and Secret Service sources told the Hill newspaper that it was a strap holding a bulletproof vest in place. But the conspiracy theories, never quite went away. Now, as we reported last week, they are back again, this time about Hillary Clinton at the debate, and our report last week did not succeed in dampening them. For the latest theories, here's Fox News Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen. James?
I go, what is Lester Holt doing? Something's wrong with his earpiece.
With only days to go until the second Trump-Clinton debate, many remain focused on the first one, with fresh allegations of conspiracy sprouting like weeds. Alex Jones of Infowars.com zeroed in on moderator Lester Holt of NBC News.
Back this up 30 seconds. He's saying, say that again, say that again. It is an earpiece, not a lav.
Say it again? Review.
Now, the debate commission said no earpieces. He's clearly getting orders when he attacks Trump later. And then they put the earpiece back in, they clip it back on his collar and put it back on. These people think we're such morons.
In fact, the Commission on Presidential Debates published no rule forbidding the moderator from using an earpiece, only one that forbade anyone to speak to Holt through that earpiece who was not Marty Slutsky, the Commission's executive producer since 2000.
Notice a light inside her podium there.
Still, other theories have focused on the podium used by Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton, with some pointing to what seemed like an inordinate amount of attention paid to it in the minutes preceding the main event, and others suggesting Clinton benefited from a built-in teleprompter, sending her talking points in real time, complete with a controller of some kind.
Look at Hillary's podium. There's a light that is turned on right now. And there it shut down. Now in this clip, if you look closely, you're going to see where Hillary looks like she's scrolling on the podium.
If the Clinton campaign had decided they wanted to put some sort of secret mechanics into the podium, it would have been a really foolish route to take because people would have found out and it would have made Hillary look terrible. I think this really points to a low level of trust in the media. People are really suspicious of what prominent news organizations, including mine, tell them, and they think there's some sort of secret truth that's being covered up.
Late today, we heard from Frank Fahrenkopf Jr., one of the co-chairs of the Commission on Presidential Debates, who told us each podium was outfitted with a light, as well as notepaper and a pen, standard issue for each nominee. But, Britt, no teleprompters. In full disclosure, I just used one to deliver that tag.
And I have an earpiece.
Me as well. Yes.
Well, there you go. So we're part of the conspiracy. Let me ask you about another theory that arose, which is that we noted last week that a man we discovered was Brady Williamson, longtime Democratic aide, worked on many campaigns, working on the Hillary campaign.
Dated all the way back to the 80s.
Back to 1984, in my memory. Came out and he picked up notes that were on Hillary Clinton's lectern, which she was entitled to write during the debate. There he is. There you see him there, and he picked up her notes, and later
it was alleged that he then handed them off to Lester Holt, which was proof of some nefarious conspiracy. But so there he is. That's Brady Williamson, the longtime Democratic operative, taking Hillary Clinton's notes after the debate has ended. And the allegation was that he was then handing them off to Lester Holt. If you look at the video, and we all have the same video from the switched pool feed, there is no evidence of any handoff to Lester Holt.
You see their paths cross on the debate stage, right? But you don't see a handoff.
No. And even if what was he handing off? The notes that had from the debate that had just concluded? Why would Lester Holt want those?
I think the theory was that she had the questions in advance, furnished by NBC, and that they were on the lectern, and that he came up and picked the questions up.
The incriminating marginalia.
And you see him walk back and pass Lester Holt, and that he then gave them back to Lester Holt, you see, returning them to NBC that he'd given them to them. The video shows them cross, but as you point out, James, it does not show a handoff.
It's a marvelous theory. There's no evidence for it. I have been tough in other forums on Lester Holt for his performance in this debate, but there's no evidence he was part of anything sinister.
James, thanks very much.